Thank you, Erica. Tomorrow is the funeral for late Arizona Senator John McCain.
The war hero and political maverick has been lying in state at the U.S. Capitol. Many remember McCain as someone who wasn't afraid to reach across the aisle. Today, one of his Democratic colleagues, Rhode Island Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, is remembering the times he spent with McCain, someone he considered a close friend, despite their positions on opposite ends of the political spectrum.
Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian spoke with Whitehouse this afternoon. She joins us now live in studio with the interview. Kim?
Well, Mike and Shannon, Whitehouse is down in D.C. tonight after paying his respects to McCain at the Capitol this morning. Tomorrow, he will join 14 others as a pallbearer for McCain, a man Whitehouse remembers as down-to-earth, irreverent, and a loyal friend.
Theirs was a friendship that broke political barriers.
We got to know each other really quite well, and I just admired him very much.
Reached by phone Friday, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse recalled the moment John McCain's family told him the late Arizona senator wanted him to serve as a pallbearer at his funeral Saturday.
I was very touched.
The two had an unlikely bond, becoming each other's travel companions and D.C. sparring partners. Their friendship rooted in respect, Whitehouse remembering McCain as a man who stood firmly for what he believed in.
Sometimes the political parties get kind of trapped in their corrals like, cattle. And somebody's got to bust through the fence first, and then the rest will follow. John was the kind of guy who'd be willing to bust through the fence first.
A month or so before McCain died following his battle with an aggressive form of brain cancer, Whitehouse visited him in Arizona.
It was just he and I sitting on the porch with the sun setting and the creek rushing by and the birds coming to the bird feeder and telling stories and having fun and saying goodbye.
Now he and the nation prepare to say their final farewell as McCain is laid to rest this weekend.
Somebody like John, there's never a final farewell. He's always going to be in the back of my mind. I'll miss him, but he won't be gone.
And McCain's funeral is set to be held at the Washington National Cathedral tomorrow. He will be buried at the U.S. Naval Cemetery in Annapolis on Sunday. I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.